All right, Trey, Mr. Van Dyke, we're done with our front view. Let me just have you scoot forward and get this set out, and I'll give it to the other tech to get processed. Now we're going to do a lateral view. So what I'm going to do in a second here, after I load the cassette, I'm going to turn you laterally, have you follow a couple simple instructions so we can get you all nice and centered. First thing I want to do is I'm going to detach that, unlock it, and if I can have you lift up your arms, I'm going to take these arm supports off your wheelchair for a moment. Take this one off. And take this one off. We just don't want it interfering with the X-ray film. Next thing I'd like to do is I'm going to scoot this a little bit over towards the side that we're going to be filming. So now I'm going to move you in the direction that, in the sideways direction, so we can get a good scan, or excuse me, a good X-ray of your chest from lateral view. First thing I'd like to do is I'm going to explain to you how I'd like you to, I'm going to put this left marker right here. I'm going to have you lift your chin slightly and put your arms above your head and try to touch your touch your elbows. Here you go. Let me help you a little bit here. There you go. That's great. Just tell me if anything's bothering you or if the shield gets moved. I can reposition that for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot you a little bit forward. Make sure that everything's all positioned correctly. I'm going to have to move this down. Make sure that the film is what we call detent, which means that the tube is actually hitting the film and not anywhere else. Let me get the field correct as well. Okay, now, just as before, you just make sure that everything's good. We're getting the spots that we want to get. I think that there we go. Now I'm going to lock this wheelchair for a moment. All right, this looks like a pretty well-centered cassette. So I got it in detent, got your arms up. I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. Make sure that this marker's in the light field here. Last time. There we go. Marker's in the light field. Just like before, I'm going to have you take 2 deep breaths. On the second deep breath, I'm going to have you hold. So here I am, and if I can have you take your first deep breath, and exhale. Great. And your second deep breath and hold. Hold, and then click, and now you can breathe normally. All right, thank you very much, Trey. And I hope you feel better soon. I'll bring you back out to the waiting room.